Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to this week forecast on all our instruments. As usual, I'm starting with DXY. There is one thing I want to show you this today that I want you to really understand as per trading. Trading is not about you trying to respond to the market emotionally. It's not about you trying to figure out what is not. Your responsibility is when you do your analysis, do your analysis based on what you can see. Also have in mind that what you are seeing can quickly change. Your ability to quickly recognize this change makes you a better trader, and to know what are exactly the trades or the price wants to print. And this personally is what I try to equip myself and try to do from time to time, not to respond to, oh, this is where I think it's going. No, it's not about what you think. It's about what you are able to see on time that is changing. Trade always have 2 or 3 possibilities. And what you want to do is to go in line with the highest possibility that you think the price is going to print. Even that, as that may be what you think the price is going to do, you have to constantly check and tick all the boxes. And when something is changing, that your highest probability might not be what eventually trade is trying to print, but the other one, then you have to quickly notice that and change. So your ability to quickly see makes you a better trader, at that you know what you are doing and know that you are responding to emotion, fear, joy, hope. These are the way we respond to things. This market does not recognize all of that, and you have to know it. So when we lose, we take the loss, but again, we have to learn what we miss and to quickly readjust. So enough of talking. I want to show us something on the lower time frame before I switch back. This is higher time frame, DXY on the weekly time frame. We all know that DXY has been gaining strength to the upside, which means that dollar seems to be gaining strength. And conversely, the euro has been falling. The pound USD has been falling. NZD USD has been falling. And other instruments has been actually falling against the dollar. Now, will that continue? Now, what you can see here is a bullish move. Now, are we continuing with this bullish move? On the weekly time frame, that is what you can see. But I tell you, on the micro time frame, this is a sell. It's not a buy. It's a fall for the dollar, and it's not a strength from the dollar, I can see. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 weeks ago, dollar has been gaining strength to the upside. In between, of course, you will see some falls, gaining, falls, and all of that. But now, what I see in the immediate now is that dollar wants to fall. How do I see that? We are going to launch onto something. We are going to understand how the ending structure plays out can play out in different formats. You can have a triangle, you can have anything, you know, a diagonal. Basically, a diagonal is what you are looking for. How this diagonal will play out on the upper time frame is what you don't know. Now, what I want to refer to here before I go into that lower time frame is we know that market loves symmetry. That symmetry is that this A wave and the B wave must be at least 100% extension, which the market has not been able to print on the DXY. Now, the inability of the market to print 100 extension on the DXY could mean two things. One, that this ending structure is not completed for the market to make that big push to the upside. That's the first. Two, that we are potentially seeing that market is going to fall big time on the grand cycle level. So which means that if market will go more up, it means that market wants to correct this wave such that this will be the beginning A, B, or a 1, 2, and that this wave is printing it at its end, want to give us a B wave here, or a 3-1, a 3-2. That may be the recipe, but I'm not saying that for a fact right now because I'm not seeing that yet. So the ending diagonal may be cooking, it may not have finished itself here, or that it has finished and they want to do a correction to the upside. What we are seeing here, is it a correction or a bullish move? But I will say that this so far is not a bullish move, but is a correction, and we'll get to it in a minute. So in a bit, I'm taking time to teach you and how waves builds up and what to see and what to expect. Ultimately, what you want is to make money. So those are the two things scenario that we might still break down if this correction is unfinished, or that they really want to correct this wave now to a B around this area before they fall big time. That would be a big fall. So, but we'll take it as it goes. Now, this move, like I said, is not an impulsive move. It's still corrective. Let me quickly switch to one thing that you will understand. Let's look at Euro Yen. Euro Yen is what I want to show us something from. Let's quickly turn to the daily time frame here on Euro Yen. Now, this is the daily time frame on Euro Yen. We had seen this move, A, B, C. And we said that this may just be the end of wave 4, and that this to the upside may mark the movement to finish wave 5 to the upside. Now, this also had gone up in daily time frame in like a 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, and we saw this move. Now, this ending structure is what we have to see. If the market wants to go down and give us a bigger corrective wave, what market would do oftentimes is to push this to the downside to at least about 168 or break 168 to the downside, which is the third leg will be that long And when you see that the third leg is that long, about 1618 to the downside, it's telling you that it's going to, that's the recipe for a bigger correction. But as it turns out to be an 100% extension to the downside. Now, something happened here because you have to pay attention to what the market is also doing, the language and what is giving you here. So on the 4-hour time frame there, what the market did here was to give you an ending structure. An ending structure, all you have to first note is when market did with 1, with 2, or with C here, and it did with 3, with 4. This move to the downside marked the end of that with 5. So in this movement, market was doing something else. So you have to know the length. So once you try to connect with 3 and it's ending, and you are seeing a correction that, or a movement, or a consolidation that looks too long in a spot, too long, then it may mean that the market is changing direction. So at this point, this is with 3 of 3, with 4, with 5 of 3. And the first time you will see is that market is breaking this place. Market has broken primary 4 here. Anytime you see market coming to break the primary with 4 here, it's talking about momentum shift. So that was what you notice, a momentum shift to the upside here. That is telling you that the market now has the tendency to move up, but not immediately. So you have to wait because the market is still going to correct down in the opposite direction after this. So, and this is the last wave of wave 5 here. Then market began to do this movement, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, and the market begin to push to the upside. We'll always note this movement anywhere when we see it. This is another one here to tell you that market is going to push up. Now, we were expecting, because we're 5, for market to push to the upside here. And market did this, and came down sharp. When you saw this move, everybody that wants to buy things that is a sell again, and the market wants to fall. But experience will tell you that based on what happened on the daily here, for me to believe that this will be a bigger correction, that this will be an ABC of a W, an X for more for, something has to give. And what has to give is at this level. This wave B, if this is a wave B, then this has to go. Market never broke it. They touched it here and began to do something else here. So here also, they have given you an ending structure. You will always see the ending structure that tells you something else wants to give. An ending structure here, an ending structure here. They will always do this even on the micro level. An ending structure would always build up. Your ability to recognize the ending structure on time tells you that something wants to give and wants to change direction. So they just came down with an AWXY, or ABC, you may call it. And now, to me, it's looking more like this is wave 5 still in the making to give you an ABC of wave 1, of wave, yes, 1 of the 5. So this may be the wave 2 of the ending structure on the larger time frame. So wave 1 which is ABC, because it's going to be a three wave on the ending structure of in the larger time frame. Then with 2 here, then we might be going to give wave 3, which will break this top. Then we'll see another 3 waves. Then the last wave will finish this. This is most likely what they want to print now. So how do we recognize this ending structure here? On this time frame, how do we recognize this ending structure? They have given you a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, I want us to see how the ending structure will behave. And it's the same way it's going to behave even here as it's going up. You are still going to see an ending structure that tells you that they are done here and they want to correct. And if they correct, they will probably want to correct a wave B or a wave 2 here. Now, this is the internal structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this pushed up to break this place. The moment you see that there is a break of the primary wave with 4 here, it might be a signal for a momentum shift. So what did the price do? At the end of the day, price came down a 1, 2, 3 of wave 1 of the ending structure, as we are trying to build now on the larger time frame. A 1, 2, 3 of wave 2 on the ending structure. A 1, 2, 3 of wave 4 on the ending structure. Then an A, B, C here of wave 5, which is wave 4 of the ending structure, and wave 5 to the downside. So the ABC here is what you see here, because this is 1, 2, 3 of wave 3 of the ending structure. A, the B wave in the middle to come here to finish with 4, and this moves to the downside with 5 of the ending structure. So what you'll be looking for, it's a break out of here. So once you see a break out of here, is a first sign that price wants to go up. Then a break out of here confirms that the price is going up. Now they did something here, and that is what they can always do. So in trying to move up to the upside, they did a 1, 2, and another 1, 2. So a 1, 2, a 1, 2. So in these 2, this is a B wave or a C wave of this correction to give you an A, B, C, and this becomes your 1 and your 2. So the way you will know that price wants to push up is always to be here, that if they want to go up, the price will never break this. And that is what happened, exactly happened here. They went all the way down. So the timing is what is very important. So the timing is very important, and they went all the way down to do this. And before they pushed up, breaking this now means that the momentum has shifted. Now, finding the right time to also be in the trade is also very important. And as this one has pushed up to break this top, this is not the time to now start looking for your buy again. So you have to allow this to finish its internal configuration, give you a 3-way pullback, probably without breaking this area. That is going to come, and you will look for a buy again. So we are building a new wave to the upside as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 going now to finish its course here. That is what you can see. So the attention is on the ending structure for formation. After this push of wave 4, then we see a 1, 2, 3 of the first one, a 1, 2, 3 of the second one, a 1, 2, 3 of the third, a 1, 2, 3 of the fourth, and the last drop. if I switch to the lower time frame here, so the 4-hour time frame here. So if this, like we said, is an ABC of wave 4, then we want to do a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3 to finish with 5 before this begins to drop heavily. So if that is the case, and this becomes a 1, 2, 3 of 1, a 1, 2, 3 of 2, we want to see a 1, 2, 3 of 3 that may potentially come to this point or this point to give us a 1, 2, 3 to the downside again on the 4-hour time frame before the last wave. But do you want to now say, because I said that a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, then you want to wait? No. All you do is to take this piece. So as the price we get here, you watch for reaction here, because this price, if the internal structure here, because you have to make sure that this internal structure that is building complete itself. If it gets here a 1, 2, like here now, a 1, 2. So, and you have to pay attention to the third wave here. If the third wave will not finish itself here, you have to look for the fourth wave. And the fourth wave, at the fourth wave, then you look, you can recognize its own fourth wave and its fifth wave to end its movement. So it might break this area, or they might just come to this area, but potentially price now is going to head for this area. Now, if I switch quickly to euro dollar, I'm teaching you on ending structure formation. Now, if I switch to euro dollar, this is also the format here. But I was telling people on my group that this had finished its movement. And this is also the primary 3 here. It has occurred around this area. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. So on the one, so this is primary 3 here. There's a primary 3 here, a primary 4 here, 3, 4, 5. And this one breaking this area, it's a signal that the price wants to go up. By breaking up this area that's a momentum shift, though it gave something that you can call probably a bigger fourth wave, an A, B, C here. Then what did the price do? Of the ending structure, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3 here. Then another 1, 2, 3 here for wave 2, 1, 2, 3 of wave 4, also of wave 3 here, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. And with this wave 5 also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 5 of the ending structure. So I'd expected that this move might not break here. If they want to go down and make this impulsive, I want you to listen to me. If this were to be impulsive to the downside, so what they would do here is to make this one a 1, 2. This third wave will be extended, because this will just be a wave 4, and the wave 5 will break down to now give you the fifth wave of wave 3 to push up for wave 4 and go down again. So, but since this is a corrective movement, and this is what they want to do, so the price here now, I'm still going to go back to it. The price is aiming to break this top. Breaking this top, it's a big deal. Once the price breaks this top again, that's the now momentum shift that you are waiting for. Is this where you want to buy? You should be buying, you should have started buying from here on USD. Do you want to buy here? No. Allow this price to push up. I believe this price wants to finish the fifth wave here of this move, then give you a drop to up to 50% or 6.18%. Then you look for buy from this area again. Once this price, this is not going to break this top here before you see that correction to the downside. It might just be a deep correction to the downside before they move up to eventually push and break this area. So what I see is a buy, not a sell anymore on euro dollar. Now, if I quickly go to 4-hour time frame on euro dollar for you to see what has built up here over time. So what has built up over time here now, we are seeing an A or a W, X, Y. A W, X, Y. If you want to make it an impulsive, then it won't be giving you the sign here. So it's a WXY, a WX wave, and Y wave. And the extension here, let's look at what the extension is. Let's look at what the extension is. It won't even break 1, 2, 3. If they want to make it an impulsive wave, then it will break 168. Then that will now be a big correction or a change of trend rather, not a big correction. So let's look at it together. So from the A wave here back to the low of the A wave, then up here. So what do we have? About just 1, 2, 3 extension to the downside. So that's a 1, 2, 3. It's not 168. So it's a bigger correction in the making. So now, based on what I taught us as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If they want to end this now, if this move is a 1, 2, 3 to finish that wave, it means that your wave 1 of the ending structure might be a 1, 2, 3 of wave 1, 1, 2, 3 of a wave 2. Pay attention to that. On the bigger time frame to the upside. From here, a 1, 2, 3 of 1, wave 1, 1, 2, 3 of wave 2. So if that is the case, they want to finish the ending structure to the upside, then you see another 1, 2, 3 to break this top. So once that happens and you see 1, 2, 3 breaking this top, you are going to expect a deep fall again of 1, 2, 3 to the downside and the fifth wave, and they will change direction. Now, that is one possibility. The second possibility is that they may actually make this one a much bigger correction to the downside. So such that this one becomes an ABC or a WXY to give us a bigger W, and this wave to the upside should not break this area in that case. So for now, we are going to continue to form the story, watch the story of what this one is going to create if it becomes impulsive. If it becomes impulsive and breaks this, then it's a 1, 2, 3 that you will see. But in the minimum, what you should watch out for is an ABC of this move to the upside, an ABC, and we'll pay attention to its C wave. If they want to make it an impulsive down, a 1, 2, 3 up, a 1, 2, 3 down, a 1, 2, 3 up, then the C wave will break this area. In fact, before they make that C wave, the A wave would have broken this area, this one. The A wave will make this one go. If it's going to be an X to turn down, they would almost finish this, probably the A wave around this area, the B wave around this area, a 1618 extension to the upside. Let's look at that. If they want to turn down, it cannot be more than these. The price will probably get to this point before they turn down. That is what you should expect. The price will never come up to 76.4 because 76.4 would have violated this X wave for a down movement. So for now, price is not going down again. Price wants to go up, either to correct this as an X so that this becomes an W, X, and a bigger fall again. But if you want to sell from here, you're on your own. The price is pushing up. So the two scenario now is for us to have a price around this area for another fall. But the story being created here will tell us or that it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to break up. That's what we expect. And we'll see it as it unfolds. Having said that, I pretty much have given you the background of what we expect from here on the long run from the DXY. If this move, it's a 1, 2, 3 for this fall to occur. Now, we can see that it breached this wave here. It breached this wave here. It didn't close. If it had closed properly around this area, then it would have made more sense to think that what we are going to see here is an X and further push to the upside. It breached it, it didn't close. It breached it, it didn't close. So we have to now begin to wait and look at the way this is going to go down. So this going down, you know, would just probably look for liquidity around this area between here and here. So if we see a reaction to the upside, then the price is going to now give us a bigger correction of an A or a W X to the upside. Sorry, it will give us an A W, W X, then Y to the upside. So that is what it can be. Now looking at pound dollar, you can use that to interpret that now this also had given us A, B, C, or a WXY. And this could turn out to go up and give us maybe a 1, 2, 3 of the first move, a 1, 2, 3 to break up. But it could actually also turn to be a much bigger correction. So we'll see that the price may not take this B wave here to the upside before they fall again. So our target is between here and here. We should see reaction between here and here. This price is going to go all the way to this place. So for us, even here, it's already looking like, which is different from DXY. This is already looking like A, B, C to the upside here. So we might be having an extension of this B wave here. So that is what this one is giving. It's most likely it's going to get to this area before it falls. So for now, I will be in favor of a much bigger correction to the downside, as this probably might turn out to be an A, B, C of a W, then X, then the Y. Except if they change something around this area. If this will break this area, then it will stop being that. Now, on the Nzdusd USD, Nzdusd USD. So what we see now is this price is going to push up now. It's going to push up this at least now. It's looking like we have a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a deep 4. So we'll see a push. This, of course, is the only trade that I think it's going to break up before it falls again now. So that's the only one I think. So it's a WXY here, and this is bouncing up. I think I told someone in the middle of the week that this is a buy. And so we need to take out this area now. So this may go up, correct. If you have not been buying, you don't buy immediately from here. Allow this to be taken out. The price will correct, then you can look for your buy. So we need to see what happens during the week. So your ability to see things on the micro structure level, it's a key to success. USD yen. USD yen, yeah, it's pretty much doing the same thing. This might just be the ending structure here. Then they have done this 1, 2, 1, 2, and this probably is still pushing further up. It's going to break this top now. They view that we may be seeing that an AB, that one is all eroded. Now this is going up to break the top. Euro yen, I think, had given us that. In Euro yen, we are going for the fourth wave, the least, at least in the making. So let's see how the price will break this to the upside. Price breaking this to the upside, then the next place is this place. Chfjpy yen, that's the new trade I gave us. That is super bullish. That is actually almost breaking this area now. So if you're not in, all you can do is to wait for correction now. This is going to break this to the upside. The whole of this looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this may just be the fourth wave here. And let's see how this one will go up. This is going to head up to break this area. So for now, in between here, this move looks more like an ABC, then a 1, 2 in the middle, third wave. We need to see a bigger correction to give us the fourth wave, the fifth wave. And if that happens, they might correct again deep. So for now, we aim for this top. Then the last one now is gold. Gold. With the war ongoing, gold has been trying to give us a bullish move. But with the move here now, there's a breakout structure here. So all you should be looking for is probably a further drop here. A further drop here on gold. Let's see. Let's see on gold. Let's see where we are getting this reaction. This reaction had broken 76. It's around 88. That looks bullish. It looks bullish. You may have seen a 1, 2, and probably a 3, a 4 here. This might be the fifth wave to the upside. So we have to pay attention to these as a possible A, B, C. And if this will go up to become an impulsive wave and break this top, is possible. Because again, this to the downside is a 3 wave, is not 5 waves. If they want to push to the downside, the price will make this a 5 wave straight to the downside. It's pretty much an A, B, C. That's a 3 wave to the downside. If they had given us a drop here, a recovery, a drop, a recovery, and a drop, you know, that will make this a 5 waves structure. So the cell 1, 2, 3. So this looks like a correction, and it's more likely that this is going to push up. So I see for now a buy, and let's see how this will push. This may be the first wave. After this correction, it might be a wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this wave 2, and this is now going for wave 3. So when you trade this, all you can do is to, if you can, look for this to correct. This is going to correct, and your stop loss around this area, wait for it. Let's see on the 15 minutes time frame, or let's say 30 minutes time, 15 minutes time frame is good. 15 minutes time frame, let's look at it. Yes, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the correction ABC, ABC. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is another correction here, like a wave 2, a wave 1, a wave 2. Now you're not going to pay attention here. The attention is now going to come here now. This is, after this correction, this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. This is wave 3, and this is wave 4 of 3. And probably this is negotiating more upside here. So let's see, it might just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the final move before we see. This might be a final move to the upside before we see a correction. I think if you want to buy this, you can target this area for a buy once this one is done. So all you do is try to look for a break. So once you see this break down, this has to be taken. Then in between here and here, the correction, so you'll be looking for your buy. So with that said, I've come to the end. It's a long one today. I don't know if you like it. I tried to give you as much as I could. So please comment, like, share. Bye.